Tonight, the industry's most influential voices are coming together for the Hollywood Reporters Raising Our Voices event. Eva Longoria and Niecy Nash-Betts are both being honored tonight, and we're going to be talking to all of the thought leaders and panelists right here on the red carpet. Make sure you stay tuned. What has been the most challenging efforts as you have been trying to make sure the underrepresented are being seen, heard, and their stories are being told?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always getting the job, right? Like making sure that we get the opportunity to tell stories for us and by us, and that's still an obstacle for us. Getting in the room, proving our talent, proving we're qualified, it's still an issue. You got to persevere. You got to keep going because it is unfair. Like especially for women, you know, we as directors have to work twice as hard, twice as fast, twice as good, twice as cheap, and that's just the reality until there's gender equity. And so, getting out of the victim mentality of like life's not fair, things aren't fair. You know, there's no gender. No, there's not. There's a lot of patriarchy in the world. We have a lot to do to overcome it. But in the meantime, let's keep moving forward and being progressive in our steps towards changing that.
There's so much further that we need to see and so much further we need to be, but getting here, can you talk a little bit about some challenges that you faced with underrepresentation in film, TV, just even with yourself, but even with the people that you provide opportunities for?
Sure. You know, the thing of it is that anytime you're given an opportunity, for me, I want to leave the door open, you know, to bring someone else along with. And then you want to invite storytellers, heads of networks, powers that be, to see a different version of you, because we're not all one thing. You know what I mean? And so I love playing characters and adding to the storytelling of, you know, people who you may not see.
Sophia, how are you feeling today? It's an exciting day as Eva's getting honored, Niecy Nash is getting honored. How beautiful to see this effort and progression in Hollywood.
I cannot believe that I am a part of this. I cannot believe it. I am honored, empowered, inspired, astounded to be able to witness such an amazing moment in Hollywood and in our industry. These moments are a long time coming. They are so necessary for the future of our industry. They are so necessary for our future generations to be able to sit and look at these incredible women and these incredible moment of talking and honoring their talent and strength. And acknowledging the fact that this is something that we have not seen enough of. And to be sitting on a panel and discussing this and to witness a moment like this is everything that a girl like me could ever dream of.
As we continue to shift the narrative here with Hollywood, how do you feel like we can continue to make sure it sticks and stays and becomes better?
I think we continue to be unapologetic in how we show up in our full femininity and in our full brownness and our full isness, whatever that ism is, to continue to show up in its totality, unapologetically, if you will. You know, I think for so long we're always apologizing and trying to make peace with our own existence instead of just standing in it. And I think that's the shift now. I think we fought long enough to be like, we deserve to be here, and now let's just take up some space.
Let's do it. And what would you say to the young person that wants to continue to see stories that represent them?
I've always been kind of the mindset, don't wait for anything, right? If you want something, you have to figure out a way to do it, to get it. So write, direct, produce your own content. The more you're doing your own stuff, at some point someone's going to recognize the work that you're doing. And tell the stories you want to tell. Don't try not to tell the stories that have been told already. Try not to placate to easy stereotypes that that we're trying to get away from. Or Richard was a gangster when he grew up, so like I'm not playing a gangster. I'm playing a guy who had that lifestyle when he was younger. So we're not placating to that. We're telling a story of a man who went through adversity and was an underdog to become who he is today.